Welcome, Ian McLeay from Dunilla Dilba Health Services.
Thank you, Wendy.
You work for a not-for-profit organisation. Could you tell me a little bit more about Dunilla Dilba Health Services?
Dunilla Dilba Health Services is a medical service which is locally controlled by Aboriginal people and has a lot of services within it, particularly for Aboriginal people. We cover the region of Darwin, Palmerston and outstations around that.
So what is your role that you play at Dunilla Dilba?
I'm the Chief Financial Officer, which means I oversight all of the financial affairs of the health service. We are predominantly funded by federal government, but we do also have the facility to bill Medicare income, our own income. And I have several staff, small staff, here in this office in Lucky Street, Darwin.
So when you talk about you look after the financial services, what actually is involved in that?
Well, it involves recording all of the financial information. We have an accounting package. I have various people who work within that in accounts payable, payroll, stock control, vehicle control, asset management. And we have monthly reporting to Board of Management, and at the year end we are audited by independent auditors, and my role is to ensure that all happens. And I report to the CEO, who then reports to the Board of Management.
Okay. So how long have you been at Dunilla Dilba?
Just over 2 years now.
Okay, and where were you before that?
Previously I worked for Darwin City Council.
Mm-hmm. And your role there?
I was the financial accountant then.
Okay, and again, in a council, you've again got different types of accounting procedures that you do that would be different to what's in not-for-profit.
Yeah, with a council, it's very much determined by the Local Government Act, and the funding of a council in the Northern Territory is fairly straight down the line. You've just got one source of funding, as against the Dunilla Dilba, we've got several. But in a council, I particularly liked it. It's very process orientated, and you follow the Local Government Act.
Okay, so I notice recently there have been some reforms with respect to reporting requirements for not-for-profit and for local government. Has that impacted any of your work at all?
Not largely. The reforms in local government I was caught up in a little bit more, but basically the work at Dunilla Dilba has been to, over the last 2 years, to bring the organisation up to scratch. And whether fortunately or unfortunately over my career in the Northern Territory, I've got caught up in that coming into a place where there was needing to be things picked up, and for the first 2 or 3 years of my career there, I've been doing just that.